This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, when someone says, "Okay, I want to create a report," let's say your manager or maybe some excom from the executive committee, somebody said, "Okay, I want to get a report from the Salesforce, like which product are our top sellers in the last quarter," or maybe they may ask, "Okay, who are the highest value prospects in the last year," or uh, what are the lead we converted to our customer this month. So any kind of report they must, okay, they want to get this data. And when this kind of requirement comes, you have to create a report for them. Okay, and when you say we want to create a report for them, what we need to do? So your business asks a question to you, and the answer is completely on the data what you have in your org. Okay, so in your Salesforce org, what data you have, that's the answer of the questions in the form of report. Okay, so we'll talk in more technical definition of report, what is report, and what kind of report we have. And when somebody says, "Okay, I want to create a report," then where we need to go and how we need to do this. To understand that, once you log into Salesforce, let me open that. Once we logged into Salesforce, let me close all other tabs what we have. So here we have, as I explained, we have two view right now, as a classic view or lightning view. If you want to go to classic view, you can click on this profile, then you can see one option which you call switch to Salesforce Classic. Or if you are in the classic view, if you want to switch to lightning view, you can click on this switch to lightning experience. Okay, so this lightning experience and classic which we discussed already. But now see, as I'm going to cover this tutorial maximum part in the lightning experience. So we'll see, once you are in the lightning experience, so to do anything we may need to go to setup menu. So see here, you have one options where you can see setup menu here. So if you want to navigate to setup, you can navigate to here. Okay, see, I just click here, then you can see setup menu. That's open the setup menu. So now, if you want to navigate to setup menu, simply click on setup menu, then you can come to setup menu. And in parallelly, we need to see the report or dashboard what we are talking, where it is, how we can access that the report dashboard, and what kind of thing we can see. So the report dashboard comes to us as a tab in both Salesforce Lightning Experience or in Salesforce Classic also. It's nothing but to tab for us. And if that tab, report and dashboard, both are two different tab, if both the tab have access to our profile, the user who logged in, then they can see that tabs. Let me show you how it comes up. Okay, so now if you go to any applications, I'm going to a app launcher here. Simply I click on this app launcher. Once you click on the app launcher, if I open any applications, okay, and if I have access to report and dashboard tabs, you can see here report and dashboard. Or access in the sense, in the profile level, if you remember, if you know about the security, in the profile level, if you have access default on or default off, then you can get it. Okay, if the access is default on, then you can see here. Let me just quickly show you that. Once you are in the setup, let me show you that. If I go to setup, then let me show you in the profile level how that access being controlled. I hope you know that, but let me show you that quickly for you. So if you go to the profile level, let me open the profile. Okay, if you go to profile level, so in the profile level we can set, or as a permission set also you can set which tabs are going to be visible to the user of that profile. Okay, so if there are three different type of visibility we have, one as a default on and one as a default off, and same way we have one more options which we call as a tab hidden. Basically, for the tab setting we have three setup or three permissions: default on, default off, and one more which we call as tab hidden. So now when you say default on, that means the tab which is default on will be visible in this tab bar by default. And if you set default off, that means the tab is not going to be visible on tab bar, but you can see in the lightning, you can, if you search your report, okay, you can see here these tabs you can see, okay. Or if you are in the classic, if I go to the classic, I'll just compare both so that you will get complete thing in the classic and lightning what we have. So if anything in that default off, simply you can click on this tab bar, all tab bar, then you can see that tab listed out here. Okay. If it is tab hidden, then that tab cannot be displayed either or tab bar or in the all tab page, both in lightning experience or in the classic. Okay. So that setup we control completely on the profile level. Let's open this profile. Okay, and just click on the profile, or I can do one thing. I'll go to the current user who logged in. Okay, for that user, what is the profile? I'll show you that. Let me open in the classic to show also this one, how it's coming. By the way, both profile opening in the same page. How you want, you can do this way, same way. Okay, if I'm in a user, okay, if I want to see this user have what kind of access, let's go to the setup. Then let's find out user or profile which you want. Okay. If you go to the user profile, like it's right now system admin profile, like this, any profile may have. If you search report, see the report is default on. If you want, okay, this report tab is not to be default on. You want to set something, you can set as default on, default off, or tab hidden. So based on these settings, if you set default on, the tab will be visible in the tab bar. If default off, then tab will be visible in the show all tab page. If tab hidden, then tab will not visible at all. So now, whenever you want to access report and dashboard, you have to go to report or dashboard tab. If you not able to see this tab, then go to profile and check what is the tab setting you have. Okay, it should be default on or default off so that you can access it. So once you are on this page, let me show you in this lightning page here. Here, report or dashboard, what you have here. This is nothing but two tabs. You can click and you can do whatever things you want. Okay, so now simply we can navigate to my tab, to my report or dashboard tab from here. So once you go here, what next happens? So once you are on the report dashboard tab, then if you see in the left side, we have multiple things. If I click on this report tab here, simply let me open what kind of options we're going to get. So it's a complete new Salesforce org. So till now, I didn't create any report, nothing. So here you are getting multiple options. Like if you see, you are going to get, if you want to create a new report, you have option here. So you want to create a new report in Lightning, or you want to create any Salesforce classic report. Okay. And now you have one more options which called new folder. It's nothing but the report what you are going to create or what you have created, you want to store in one folder. Like for example, we'll talk about the folder in detail, but for now, so let's see, you have creating a report for your sales team. Okay, so you can create a folder called sales team, and all the report what we are creating, you can add in the sales team folder. Then you can control who can access that reports through that folder. We'll talk this in detail in upcoming sessions. Just for your knowledge, I said folder nothing but it's like how you have a folder in your system or in your computer, and you keep different files. Same way, folder is a placeholder, and there inside that we keep some kind of reports. For example, I will create like this multiple reports, and all these reports I'm going to keep in a folder. Okay, like in your system also, if you see any of folder, if I open, for example, so I'm just going to open one folder. Let me clear it out all. Okay, let's see. Uh, this is one of folder for me. Okay, I'm just going to create a folder, and I can keep multiple file inside this folder, correct? So once I keep inside this, I can keep some kind of Word file, some kind of image file, anything I can keep. So now I have privilege how I can control security of this folder, correct? So now who the user have access or not. Same context, it's in the report and dashboard folder. So now if you see here, you can create folder, you can keep different kind of report or dashboard inside that, and folder can control who can access this. We'll talk this in detail in upcoming sessions. So we have different kind of things. If you want to create different reports, you can click here, or you can create a report in Salesforce Classic from here, or if you want to create folder, you can do from here. Apart from that, so what are the reports I have, okay, and what are the folders we have, everything listed out, and that we can see here. So now what are the recent report we have opened, by default will be listed out here. Right now I don't have any report, so this is not listed out. Same way, which report I created, if you click here, then I can see. Okay, so for example, if I click here, created by me, if any report created, it will be displayed here. If anything private reports I have, okay, then which reports only accessible to me, that will be listed out here. As right now we didn't create any report, we cannot see it. Once we create report, then that reports will be listed out here, and we'll see this in upcoming sessions also. So same way, if you go to public report, so what are the reports we have, and we are sharing with others, that we can see here. Like this, whatever the folders we have, and which folder we create, which folder shared with me, everything listed out here. And also we have option, if you create a report, then you can make that as a favorite for us. So the report or folder, whatever you want to make a favorite, you can mark that favorite, and all favorite report folder will be listed out here. For example, there is a report which I need to check daily morning when I come to office. So instead of searching where and everything, simply I can mark it as a favorite, and I can list out here. So I'll show how we are going to mark the report as a favorite and everything. Okay, we'll come to that part very soon. So right now you understood how I can navigate to my report and dashboard. Okay, so if you want to go to setup to check profile and permissions, if the user have report dashboard accessibility, you can go from setup menu. And then if you go to any app launcher, from the app launcher you can simply access what you want to do. You can go to any application, or you can search reporter dashboard, or if you see the report dashboard in the tab, you can click it. Once you click that, then you can get the option to create new report. You can create reporting classic, you can create any folder, or you can see what are the recent items, what are the folders, what are favorites, everything on this page. Okay, so next we'll see more interesting how I'm going to create a report and what kind of reports we can create. Thank you. Stay tuned for next session.